To the Daily Spell special, and it's a very special day. Me and Mary are here. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Ed.
And a year ago today, literally a year ago today, we began what was the slow roll of testing out and doing Pagan World TV, and we've been on the air ever since. And I think that's pretty remarkable. I've
It
enjoyed
is.
it. It is, and I've enjoyed it. So everybody, so say hi if you have any questions tonight. So let's talk about that. So a year ago, we wrestled the site. Chad Blackman was a big involvement. Neil was involved. We were making film. I was on the road a little bit. It was just in Heartland. Just got done with Appalachia Fest, and you guys mostly did it. And while we're on the road, you guys got it going. Suddenly, it was there, and we started filling in the things. So why don't you talk about that? Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was um, a great big learning curve for all of us. Ed came back and said, "Hey, we're going to be a TV station now." Came back from the NAB show, and we had to figure out how to use the interface, upload some videos from Magic TV, upload some videos Ed was doing on the road and sending us, and then suddenly we're live and we have a TV station.
Yeah,
And
and
then
like
we had to keep making content.
and today, and we continue to. So we have some great shows. I think one of the biggest breakout hits we've got is Atalanta's Everyday Witchcraft.
I agree. That
I
is
think,
a great show.
and I guess tomorrow's another new episode. So we got that. So we've enjoyed that, right? Am I right? Tomorrow's another episode, new episode. I think so.
That's right. We'll have a new episode tomorrow night.
And then we have everything psychic coming on. But we've had hundreds of hours of shows now. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of hours. We've done major events. We've done two telethons. We've done a marathon. We've helped people at Yule. We celebrated businesses. We've had people. We have our sponsors, which we're very grateful for. We're going to do more with them as we move into it. And we have some really upcoming events at Pagan World. We're going to talk a little bit about our latest project, but we have a big project on our table. August, July will be interesting. July will probably be us, really fixing up the station, doing some fine tuning. Keep going with there, trying to, get some new content. What we always do. Atlanta, Jedi, Mike Slauson will have a Jedi. He had put up an episode this week. The Daily Spell is going to be Lord Don has already made some pieces. I've got other people making pieces, and this is really becoming a community television station that is in Roku and out there. Um, but in August, on August 8th, we're going to do the Crystal Web ritual. But on August 13th, we're going to be filming a live parade. Now, Magic TV did a live parade, but we had to do it on tape. We filmed it and then we had to put it up. But from the Parliament of World Religions, the Parade of Faith, we're going to actually film and broadcast live.
That's going to be so exciting.
And so that we've also got full press passes from August 14th through the 18th. And we will be coming live from the floor of the Parliament of World's Religions all week. And we'll have some programming and that sort of thing. So we get to be a really important part of the pagan world. Not only that, but the pagan world as it includes all of those religions and faiths. And then on August 19th, we will have the Concert to the Gods and Pagan Symposium, which is being keynoted by Byron Ballard. And Byron Ballard has agreed she's at the Parliament all week. So this is going to be a conversation she's going to have with us, unique, and you'll hear it for the first time. She's a beautiful writer. She's a beautiful speechwriter. She's a great author with so many books out there. I'm so honored that she's going to do it. But she's going to talk to power. She's going to be able to talk to power, and power's going to talk to her within the parliament for all that attend. And then she's going to give us her thoughts on it. And this is her first time attending.
Um, I'm really looking forward to Byron's speech.
And if you want to see it, this is our first. This is the most important fundraiser we're doing. It's just $10, and we want you to go ahead and we'd like to be exclusive first. If you want to see it first, please help us with a $10. And I forgot to grab that link ahead of the time. So there we go. Aha. All right. So it is. Uh,
The link is coming, and we're also going to have a concert following.
mhm,
Right now, we know for sure we'll have Brian Hankey
mhm.
and Cloud the Pagan Rapper and Sarah Ebony. Sarah ELN will all be performing as part of the concert. So you don't want to miss this very special broadcast for just $10.
And let us talk. So let us go ahead and talk to people. And also, if you've got a temple group or something else, talk to us. We're making part of this money not just for ourselves, and this is going to help Pagan Pride events. Part of the money is going to go to the various Pagan Pride events across the country. Nashville being one of the beneficiaries, to be perfectly front, um, and it's going to help us be able to broadcast from them. So that's the big thing. So the big help is that we can help out these various pagan prides across the country, and that with that we will be able to also help bring in our crews and cameras. So that's what this is for, to pay for the extra costs that are associated with that, and have it not be on the pagan pride event. And you can see lots live pagan pride events this fall. So this is a great way to help with that, because you have a sold out pagan pride.
I do. Nashville Pagan Pride Day, Saturday, October the 7th, we have sold out all our vendor spaces.
Hmm.
So come on out, everybody. We have 65 vendors.
In Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, we will have Tish Owen, Oberon Zell. Ed will be there, Reverend Don, and we're lining up some great entertainment as well.
So there's a lot of ways to get involved with us. I just put into the various chats the direct links to buy tickets. So please do; it'd be very helpful. The more tickets we get sold, the better it's going to be, and we'll have that great broadcast. Then our, then we have September, and on September 6th. But let me go ahead and step back one thing. So Mary, the last year, is there anything that stands out to you more than anything else, or anything else you'd like to share?
Oh, from our whole wild first year,
Hmm.
running a telethon for 4 days really stands out.
That was a great test of what we can do. I thought that was
It
incredible.
really was. We were live for 4 days straight, raised
Hmm.
a good deal of money, just over $5,000 for the
Hmm.
Sacred Order of the Paladins, expenses to go to the Parliament.
Hmm.
We've brought several new shows.
Hmm.
Millennial Magician Archives, Everyday Witchcraft. The Gail Tracy Mole Show came to us from another channel. We've got Reverend Jedi's Vlog. Uh, just all kinds of great programming, and it's all aimed at the pagan community.
And that it is. And I always, and um, and we've helped merchants. I think one of the other things we've done a bit of is we've helped merchants out. We've helped a lot of people out. For me, the Yule pieces was one of the best ones I think we did in a lot of ways.
Yeah, the
I think
Yule piece was really good.
showcases and everything else. And we have more film to come, so we're going to have a lot more film. So this is 1 year ago, and we this morning I did not remember that. There is some value to the that sort of thing. To what is it? How would I phrase it? To Facebook, storing our memories. There's an argument for that. I would not have remembered it. Uh, but there we are. So, Pagan World TV is also part of a larger community. And so we have a Ning site. And we've been at that one for 3 or 4 years now, trying to develop that. So we've been developing Pagan World for 5 years with the idea of what it needs to. And one of the things we've discovered is that while there's a lot of things out in the world for our community, and there's always this ways of doing so, the way that most pagans are making their money, and a lot of people beyond it, and how would I phrase this? So we're like one of the great. We have this sort of community that we've been building for over 5 years. The idea of bringing a lot of information, connecting pagans to the world, and one thing we want to do is see more income for them. And the number one way psychics is through psychics. Psychics is the larger part of our pagans that are professional. Even Lord Don has had to go back to readings, due to the recent events, to make it more to make it better for him. So that's one of the things he's doing. He wants to teach and do art, and he's doing that. He's doing it more and more. Thank you for all the people who watch him during the midday and all the people who involved with him on Patreon. And he just did a great lecture, right? But even he has had to go back to do some readings to supplement his income to do so. And he loves reading. And he's discovered a whole new robustness of doing readings, and he's done an amazing job. So that's good news. And so you can find out. And he has a Patreon, and we want to thank everyone to do so. But that's why people need to make money. So Psychic Academy, plus I have a love of it, is about teaching these skills. Don's going to teach us. Lord Don, but this case he is Don Lewis, internationally known psychic. Long before he was all of this, he was. And that he's agreed to do a 3-year program. And of course, I'm selfish because we know all the different things. I'm making him do 3 years, so he's got to stick around. That sort of thing. You can't quit if you have a job to do. And he's a great teacher, and he's just one of the principal teachers. So we're starting a project called Psychic Academy, which is going to open on September 6th, and it's going to be combining a lot of things. If you like Witch School, Psychic Academy is the next one, and it will actually have skills that you can apply in your real life. Not only just becoming a psychic, but also in your job, intuition, empathy. These sort of skills are going to be really major in AI. Now you've been, as Mary's been working with psychics for years and sees them around, and she has a lot of them come out to Nashville Pagan Pride. Um, and so, can you talk about what is your in Nashville pagans who are more professional? A lot of them make their money from doing readings, right?
Yes.
So,
Most pagans I know who
mhm.
are making a living as a pagan are psychics and combined with possibly a healing modality
So
as well.
let us talk about one of our sponsors. Let's talk about Greg. Let's talk about our sponsor, and they've been a sponsor for a while, and they are they advertise.
Yes,
Let-
Aroma Cheese
right.
in Nashville.
And one of the things they do every day is they do almost a daily reading or daily sort of psychic work. And
Yes.
the large part of their income, or part of their income, comes from psychic readings, online and offline. These skills you can learn. And so this is a very important part. So Psychic Academy, for the cost of a reading, $30, $29 if you want to try it for a year, and I guarantee you at the end of the year you'll actually make that back tenfold. 90, I'm going to say it too. $99, $199, and $299. These are basic, very low cost. This is cost of reading to what the readings are, but Psychic Academy. And we're going to treat you the same way. We're going to have a nice core curriculum, just like Witch School has. I mean, they have an amazing curriculum, and it's sort of this development. 22 years, and we're going to offer the same thing at the beginning. If you were a lifetime member at Witch School at $29.99, you've gotten way more money than you've ever expected. You found a community. We found thousands of people, and today we get the same sort of bargain, and it's a bargain. It's $299. Hmm? Um, and so our first pledger is out there, Jesse. Hi, our first is out there. Thank you. And she's going to get. I'm going to anyone who does the first 10 people who do the lifetime membership. I'll throw in. They'll get the mastermind and everything else that we're putting together. So I'm very excited about all this.
I am
PsychicAcademy.co.
too.
We'll get Mary teaching. So we'll do so. I really do think this is the education, and people are already asking us, why am I doing it so inexpensively? Why am I not trying to large amount of money? And my answer is one, Witch School worked. Volume is important. Teaching more people is more important. I'd rather teach 1,000 people at 99 than trying to change 100 people at 999 or 10 people at 9,000. The education value is worth all of that. It doesn't matter which level. If you ask me, if I had 10 people at $9,000 a piece, would the education be worth it? Yes, they would make that type of money. But I want to teach more people because I have one other thing that this school is going to incorporate. And if you're afraid of it, I'm sorry, but we understand. I've been at every one of the forefronts, and this is going to teach us how to survive in the world of AI, to be psychic in the age of AI. Because the machines are going to get better and better. We want them to get better and better, right? Once
Right.
I hate to say it, once we gave up our horses for cars, we want better and better cars. Hmm? And there was about 10, 15, 20 years where the buggy and the car competed against each other, right? And it was very difficult. Even early America was difficult until Eisenhower came in and built the wall-to-wall expressway. But the car gave up our horses. You're still hearing it today. Horsepower. How many horsepower do you have? HPs. How much horsepower do you have in there? We actually loved our horses so much. We actually gave them a numerical value of how much work we expected from them. And we had tons of horses out there. And then cars came in. And now everybody's got cars. And is anyone criticizing us? Is anyone trying to bring back the horse as our primary energy? No. How many of you would give up the internet today? Another disruptive thing. I remember I had a boss tell me, fishing schooner. I was a general manager, and I kept warning him these big boxes are coming in, and they're advertising on the internet. They're sending out specials. Uh, and then he's like this. He says, "Yeah, no one's figured out how to monetize it yet. 1999 to 2000. No one knows how to monetize it yet. It's not going to be a good tool." And there was Bezos in a garage already beginning Amazon. These were Petco were getting large amounts of money would eventually fail, and he did fail. He failed within a year and a half because of that because he didn't grasp it. I have story after story of where the internet came in and disrupted my life, and then I learned to disrupt it with this. I'm telling you now, the world is that. Jesse's saying sifting through. Yeah, I agree. Let me show that. And thank you for everybody listening to me. You can share this. This will be on YouTube and everybody else. Yeah, I agree. Um, so the quality traits that we're going to teach in the school. Well, let's go ahead and talk. Let's get back. What are we offering to you in Pagan World? Connection. Our number one goal of Pagan World is connection. The connection we have here tonight, the connection you have with our SARS. I mean, from Liz, who's going to make us this great show in October. We're going to have to talk more about that. To all the people who've done interviews with us, to Journey to the Parliament, which is going to be premiere at the Parliament of World Religions, and then immediately following, premiering on the air for the first time here. It's a movie we're making. a lot of the sort of thing. But it's going to be these things that are going to be needed. So we make this idea of connection. And we use the internet in powerful ways. The Correllian tradition has shown it. We've shown it to other people. We've trained other groups. It's really been powerful. Um, and during COVID, it became crucial for a lot of people. Mary and I got to working together because of the fact she wanted to keep Nashville alive, and she did well.
Yes.
Yeah,
With Ed's help, we kept Nashville Pagan Pride Day alive during COVID.
and
Online.
and this year it's sold out.
Yes.
One of the few
The
pagan prides.
vendors are sold out. I don't want anyone to think tickets to the event are sold out.
You just show up. There's no tickets to the event, right?
Yeah, there are no tickets. Just show up. But I've already put that fire out once on Facebook. No,
Okay,
no, come out.
so
But
there's plenty to see. So what we're saying is there's more merchants, more entertainment, and we'll be broadcasting that live. You get to meet all of us. So that was something we were able to do, and we'll continue that policy. In Psychic Academy, sifting through the junk that is going to take developed intuition, sure it is. It's going to be how do paradigms work? How do reality work? How do we, people are going to be thrown so many different fares. They're going to be very confused. Intuition, empathy, curiosity, and most importantly, training of imagination. These are all psychic skills that we have. They're crucially psychic skills. And when everybody's taking their data from the computers, the AIs, we're going to need that. So people don't realize it. We're going to have empathy for AI. We're going to have to. They don't know empathy. Where are they going to learn it from? Us. One of the things I wrote in the article called "The Coming of a Techno Witch" is that witches are already trained, and so are magicians already trained to talk to non-human entities. Psychics are also trained to talk to non-human intelligences all the time, and we
right.
claim historically we've claimed this, right? So what's the difference if that non-human intelligence, that consciousness, exists in an electronic world? Is there a difference? There are differences, and we'll train to those differences, right? But what is a medium going to look like? And when we have a medium that talks to the dead people that are drafted from the energy of all the information people left behind. What if the ghosts are electronic for the new medium? 30, 40 years from now, that's going to be very possible and probable. But what's going to be more important in 3 or 4 years, people are going to need of necromancers in the form of AI people to being able to bring their families back. They're already talking about creating these sort of AI spirits. That's a psychic skill. That's not going to be
Right.
that's not electronics. The code we create. So we're now building into the cybernetic world, the AI world, what we want. And if we don't train them to be receptive to our psychic energies, we're making a huge mistake. So Psychic Academy is my attempt, just like Wicca and the Witch School, to allow people to get clergy status and to get a standardized form of clergy enough to pass so that they can be legally recognized. The Psychic Academy is to create skills for people so that they can be recognized. I'm talking about psychic security certificate. People have been laughing about it. Like, who could teach that? But yet everybody teaches psychic self-defense. But the idea of having to do it for others or a company. What if the most dangerous, vulnerable place for a company isn't its software? It's its wetware. What can a psychic do? Mentalist, hypnosis. All of these skills are really important. Can we hypnotize a computer? It's possible, especially if it gets consciousness. We can play all these sorts of little games about it. So it's just a matter of what we want to try to figure out. So there you go. Thank you for letting me blather. So if you're a psychic out there and want to teach, come contact us. This will be a great way to teach. We know the things. What do you want? So after 1 year of Pagan World, let me go ahead and let me talk a little bit about this. So Mary, congratulations, and thank you for doing such a great job over the last year. You were there
Well,
before, but I think I'm very grateful for that. Uh, Everybody thinks I try to do these projects by myself. People don't realize how big a team I've got of great volunteers and great people who are behind me. Magon, who's out of South Africa, does a great job scheduling every day, getting all the schedules put out. That was a big burden off the back of it. We have Chris Copeland, who's one of our great writers and leading our efforts. And oh my gosh, strategy, she's great there. And her team, Maureen, yeah, Maureen and Margaret. I have made that, who are helping us out and who's working with us. That's been fantastic. Of course, Lori Blackman, Chad Blackman. Chad's, the three, me, Mary, and Chad were the ones who figured it out last year. And I'm saying me because I can. I'm selfish, but it was really Chad and Mary who figured it all out. I provided the content and I was marketing it. Um, we've got so many people. Don, every day, Reverend Don, the star, one of our stars of the network. All the shows we've got. Mary, why don't you tell us a little bit about the shows? I mean, all the shows we've had, right? All the people.
All the shows we have. Well, we have a great lineup. On Mondays, we have got the,
Hmm.
oh my goodness, we have the,
Well, I put you on the spot here, so let's go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and just get a link to. There we go. Do the schedule, and I'll just put that in there. But I want to thank everybody who's been there. I want to thank um, Atalanta and Liz uh,
Gail
and
and
Gail. I mean,
Jedi
yeah, there's been so many great people. We got to make that bigger. Uh,
and Phoenix.
yeah, and Phoenix has transformed in the year. He went from being,
Yes, and Neil.
yeah. There we go. No, cancel that. There we go. And now I'm going to put our schedule, paste. There we go into the
Thank you.
various chats, and that's the same
Because
one.
as
That's
soon
every
as
day,
you asked me, I drew a blank.
of course. It happens.
I
So,
dream about this schedule, y'all. I dream about it.
and so we're going to continue on with more. Tomorrow's Tarot Thursday, one of the most popular nights of the week. I think,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. And
Now,
now,
no, I was going to say tomorrow is Wednesday.
time warping. All right, there. That's a Mandela effect. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, the
Uh,
Mandela effect. But on Thursday, I'm excited to announce that Reverend Don will be back to read with me,
mhm.
which is always a fun night because let's see how many times we both pulled the same card.
All right.
It starts happening. Somebody can keep track.
Hmm. So there you go. So, folks, unless you have any questions, come and ask us some questions in the chat rooms. I always think Yeah, I hope that you guys are happy with what we're doing. I know we haven't been on so regularly, but I think I want to turn this into Psychics Tonight. I want to turn it into more of it. If you are interested in playing in that game, let us know. I really do think that we need to change out this format because the daily spell is going to go to what everybody wants, a daily spell. And some have already been recorded. We're going to work on those. I think you'll see them very soon. Oh my gosh, so many things that are happening. I really do appreciate it. So I'll give you the last word, Mary.
All right. Well, join me and Gail Tracy Mull Friday night at 8 Central for Everything Psychic with Gail and Tracy. Go ahead and join us at the Psychic Academy. 29 for a year, 99 for lifetime. You can't beat that. And buy a ticket to the Pagan Symposium, $10. It's a steal. Thank you for joining us at Pagan World TV. We really do appreciate your support over the last year.
And on to the decade. Blessed be.